this is the first time you coming to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are reviewing ALICIA KEYS Soulcare line. I purchased 5 out of the 7 offerings, and I'm going to use 4 of the 5 items that I purchased, okay? The only reason I'm doing 4 out of 5 is because both of them are exfoliators type mask, and you're only supposed to use them 2 to 3 times a week, so I don't want to ravage my skin. What I'm also doing is trying to see if ALICIA KEYS Soulcare line can be worked into my current rotation of skincare items, meaning if it works well with my current items from exuviance as well as Algenist. Again, okay? This is an initial impression. If you are interested in seeing what I have to say as well as some demonstrations, please stay tuned. I am going to be doing, like I explained at the beginning, I'm going to be doing basically take my makeup off and first time impression of some of ALICIA KEYS Soulcare line. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my makeup off with you guys right here. I'm going to use my CASHAPP oil to take my makeup off. Purposes, what I'm going to do now is rinse my face off, and then I'm going to come back to you guys where I'm going to start utilizing the ALICIA KEYS Soulcare line. So I've washed the oil off of my skin. See, I got some makeup on my robe. This is my raggy robe. This is what I put on to take off my makeup. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with ALICIA KEYS Golden Cleanser. Okay. The bottle, it feels like glass, to be honest with you. So I'm assuming that it is. And I like that it's dark. It's sort of a dark bluish purple. And I like that it's dark because that means that, you know, very little light is going to get in to change the components or the composition of the ingredients. So 1 pump, this is what it looks like. Nice and slippery. As you can see, it's sliding down my hands. Guys, this smells really good. I have tons of face wash. You guys know this. I have tons of skincare already, but I really wanted to try this. It was released this past week, and I really wanted to try this line. So I bought as many. The only thing I didn't buy was the candle and the face cream because I have over 20 containers of face cream I've got to get through this year. And it's more, normally I use 1 a month, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I rub that all over my skin, my lip, my neck, because I had some makeup down here, as evident by my robe, here. And as you can see, as I'm rubbing it in, you can see that it creates like a soap pattern, but then it sort of disappears. So that means that in my mind, when I'm thinking about stuff like this, it's like, oh, well, it doesn't have a lot of soap in the ingredients. Does that make sense what I'm saying? I hope so. So let's rinse off. So now that my face is nice and damp still, basically wet really, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the first mask. Now I purchased 2 masks as you saw in the picture at the beginning of the video. This one here is called a Luminous Exfoliator. For those of you that's been to my channel several times, you guys know I love exfoliation. Take the cap off, and you have to be very careful with this one here. My first time opening it up, I almost spilled a whole bunch all over my floor and everything, wasting, right? And I'm just gonna pour just a tad bit, and I mean just a tad bit. If you can see, I poured, and I think I even poured too much, so I'm gonna pour just a little bit back into the bottle. It's like sand. It looks like sand. If I need more, I'll just pour more. And then what I do is I put the cap right back on so that I don't spill this. Like I said, I almost did the other day when I was checking it out. So I made a paste in my hand. I wet my hand. I didn't put it in water. I wet my hand. I'm making a paste. And now I'm putting it on my skin. It does feel like very finely milled sand. Almost feels like okay, the Aztec clay, that's it. That's what it feels like a little bit. And the smell, it almost has no smell, but the smell is sort of clean, very spa-like. kind of like the face wash. The face wash was really, it smelled beautiful. And the face wash also, once I washed my face off, it did not feel like it was stripping my face, nor did it feel like it was literally going to cause any issues in terms of grittiness or anything like that. The face and or what that product remained on my skin. The face wash was really good. It rinsed up very well. So I'm coming down to my neck. Again, my face was soaking wet. So this makes this process even easier. Circular motions for 2 to 3 minutes. I think you could probably leave this on your face for about 15 minutes as well, but there probably isn't a need to do so. Again, this is the exfoliation. I love exfoliating. Okay, so that should be 2 to 3 minutes. Wet my hand again, just a really little bit of water. Last time. I got my lips too. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna jump in the shower, take a shower, and then come back out, and we'll finish up with the mist, which is this product right here. It's called the Reviving Aura Mist. Reviving Aura Mist. So I'm gonna spray that on my face and see how well it blends or combines with my current skincare routine. So I'll be right back. So my dears, I just got out of the shower, washed my face. So to prevent transepidermal loss, moisture loss, what I'll do is I'll pat my face dry. And I always go in, I don't believe that there's too much, well, I shouldn't say I don't believe. I like to tone, I like skincare. I just love taking care of my skin. So what I'm going in now with, before I go in with the spritz, is the exuviance. And this is what I would do before I put in any other type of toner on my skin, is I would use this or an essence of some sort of toner to remove, number one, excess makeup, right? And that I didn't get out, which turns out it's a lot because it's in my hairline. Bring that down my neck. And inside of my ear. Okay, so now that I've done that, just for those of you that this may be your first time here, this is the Exuviance Skin Rinse Bionic Tonic. And I use this as much as I can. I bought as many, well, I bought all of them that I could get my hands on at TJ Maxx, but it gives my skin a nice glow. It's also an exfoliator, okay? So now I'm gonna go in with the ALICIA KEYS SOULCARE Reviving Aura Mist. So right off the bat, I'll tell you what this smells like to me. It feels really nice and light, but what it smells like to me is rose water, as well as the H2O Rose by 𝑑𝐄𝐂𝐄𝐒 brand. This is what it smells like, and it feels the same. You see, this is a nice fine mist, and it smells almost the same. Almost the same. I've had this for some time now. So I also have a couple of mists. I love misting. I love misting. Okay, so that I let that sit on my skin for a little, and then what I do is I'll press it in like so. And you can hear the tackiness. All right. So while that sits in there for a second, so that's kind of nice and tacky in my skin right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my Eve L'Homme Time Retreat. This is the essence, and it's the Radiance Essence. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on there. I always do that, like wipe to see if there's any excess. 1, 2, 3. Just 3 drops. Doesn't need a lot. Rub it between my hands, press it to my face. And what I'm doing is seeing if the Skin Mist from ALICIA KEYS SOULCARE line, if that reacts differently. I really shouldn't be trying that right before work, should I? But it's okay. So I feel like a nice, it's for lack of a better word, like refreshing, sort of tingling, minty type, you know, feel on my skin. That's what I'm getting right now. And it is tacky, but not a burning sensation. So now I'm gonna go in with the larger side. I can't do my eyes because, right? And I'm gonna roll up. See that? Pushing with a little bit of force, just a little bit, not a lot. Don't want to hurt yourself. All right? And I shared with you guys before I had a mini stroke, so one side of my face is a little droopier than the other. Yeah. And then around my eye, right here. But I'm not going to chance that. So just lifting my brows. Then I'll wipe it off, put it back in this box, put it back in the drawer. And I'm just going to go in with my Power. This is a pressed serum by ALICIA. And I'm going to use my nighttime neck cream. The one I could use this for night and day, okay? Now I'm going to go in with my face cream, which is my overnight restorative cream. And this is by ALICIA as well. Now that I've done doing that, I'll spray some mist. I just started doing this, spraying mist on my hands. And then, hey, what's good for the neck must be good for the hand. Because my hands are kind of, not kind of, they're very old looking. You know, so I use my neck cream mixed with the skin mist of choice, you know, whatever. And I put that on my hand, and then I'll use my Buddy Butter from 𝘓𝘜𝘠𝑚 and do the rest of my body. Okay, so lip balm. And this is by ALICIA KEYS SOULCARE. It is called the Comforting Balm. I'm just using a tiny bit. As you can see, it's not as emollient in terms of greasy looking or bright or glossy. Glossy looking is a better word. Glossy looking as the Laneige, but it doesn't feel bad. I don't know if I prefer this better than the Laneige yet. I have to use it for some time to see. Okay, and that's it. So far my skin looks really good. The ALICIA KEYS SOULCARE line actually blends well and meshes well with other products, especially the masking. I didn't feel any irritation. My skin wasn't irritated with the mask, the exfoliating mask that I used, which was the Be Luminous Exfoliator. I thought that was really nice. And then I actually really loved the face wash, and I also loved the face mist, although it smelled very similar to the H2O Rose by, this is by 𝑘𝐄𝐒. You could find this for like $6 or $7 at TJ Maxx. So that being said, guys, thank you very much for sticking with me today, hanging out with me. I have a couple more items that I purchased, and I'm going to use those in another video. If you haven't subscribed to me, please, please, please consider subscribing to the Pam Fam. Click on the notification bell as well. When you do that, every time I upload a video, you will be notified when I upload a video, when I do a live, when I do a post telling you I'm doing a live or a giveaway, anything like that I do on YouTube, you should get a notification. So consider hitting right about now. You should see some end cards popping up around me or below or to my sides. Those end cards, one is a playlist and the other is a specific video that either I or YouTube has chosen for you based on what they think or what we think you may like. In addition to that, you'll see some artwork on the screen. It's my daughter's. It's my pride and joy. Please go ahead and click on that. It'll take you straight to my channel so you can subscribe and watch more videos. So So with that being said, my dears, hit on one of these and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.